Welcome everyone to Gift Call Wednesday. And what else is possible? Yes, Vanna, you can go.
So, Monica, as you know, I have these court cases going on for my money recovery. Now, every time एक और डेट लग जाती है, या तो जज बिजी हो जाता है किसी और चीज सुनने में, या आता नहीं है. कल की एक डेट थी, फिर इलेक्शंस थे, तो it didn't happen. So now there is a date on the 26th. What question can I ask over here uh, to, for the judgment to be in my favor and for the hearing to happen on the 26th? Date na lage. Two things.
Have
Date
you
na
listened to what Dean said yesterday? Like, that was a very potent live that he did yesterday. It's like I listened to that in the morning and all the bases creating that, because whatever is going on is one of our creations. We have created that in any lifetime, past, present, or consciously, unconsciously, or anti-consciously. So first, all the bases creating that.
Hmm.
Will you destroy control that?
Creating the date is not date pe
Like
date.
things are not resolving. It's not
Ah,
easy to get things in your favor. Like the difficulties that have been going on, the ongoing difficulties, the continuation of that. So everything that is so what. And second question is, what do you love about that? Because if everything you hate, you love something about it. Everything that is, will you destroy control that?
okay.
Right, wrong,
What
good, bad.
is creating this, and what do I love about this situation?
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, college, boys, boys,
Hmm.
creations, bases, and beyonds. So when you will receive the new manual, there is a third update, creation. वैसे तो words को ऊपर नीचे जाता है. They don't say that you can use any types of words. The new foundation manual will have creations first, then bases, and then beyonds.
But in yesterday's call, Dane was saying bases and creations. He was not saying
Yes.
creations.
But we also received something like day before yesterday saying the new manual will be going by that. So when we will be facilitating, we will be going with that clearing statement. So we
Okay.
can go with both that clearing statement. It's okay. So the question that you can ask is, okay, what do you love about this? First, second, everywhere created this, and I just went on that.
All the bases that I have used to create this, I destroy and create
Yes,
it.
what I'm unwilling to acknowledge or what I'm unwilling to perceive, no be and receive him. Everything that is destroying from that.
And what do I love about this situation? Okay.
Yeah. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, college, or boys, poets, bases, creations, and beyond.
And would it be a contribution for me if to ask what would it take to get the order in my favor on the 26th?
See, you can ask. It's like it's not wrong to ask, but what if? What are the infinite possibilities for this to show up in my favor?
Okay.
Yeah,
You know what are the infinite possibilities for this to show up in my favor? Okay. Thank you.
you're welcome. So today I have something very interesting to speak about. It's like chapter number 8 from Being You, Changing the World. You choose your parents. So everything that showed up, okay, what the fuck? Where did I make that choice? How stupid was I? Will you not destroying all that? Right, wrong. It might be stupid or it might be okay. I was intelligent. So everywhere you are defining yourself as stupid or intelligent, will you destroying all the times of God's will, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, college, boys, provides basis, creations, and beyond. So what shows up when I say ki, okay, you choose your parents? Is there a rightness? Is there a rightness attached to it, or is there a wrongness attached to it? Or how stupid was I? What shows up? Anything of any one of you? And when I say, okay, you choose your family, what shows up with that?
I feel
हाउ
I'm
कैन
very
इट बी
grateful to
पॉसिबल
find
इतनी परेशानी कर रहे हैं
How can I choose that, right?
I feel I'm so grateful to choose if I have choose this family.
Yeah, it both ways. I totally get it. It's both ways. Yeah. So when you came to this reality, you chose the family, you chose the parents. And everything that doesn't allow you to acknowledge that? Will you not destroying all the times occurring? Right, wrong, good, bad, what, for college, boys, perhaps, basis, creations, and beyonds.
ऐसा भी तो होता है ना मोनिका, like we choose a second family when we get married and then we say हमने ये कैसे choose कर लिया. Same
Right,
thing
totally.
what we did earlier also when we chose our first family.
So everywhere you are unwilling to receive the awareness, because when you're judging something, you can't receive the awareness. So all the judgments that are stopping you from receiving the awareness, will you destroying all that, please?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, college, boys, perhaps, basis, creations, and beyonds. So what if you come to give your parents something, some gift or awareness? Maybe you come to show them that they were loved, or they could have a greater life, or they didn't have to suffer, or they didn't have to judge that, or that anger or sadness was not their only choice. For most of us, because they refuse to receive it, we decide we were a failure. That is the fifth element. See, when you have a point of view as a small child or a child, that why are not they happy? And whatever you do, you can't make them happy. So you already decide that you're a failure. You know what? It's not that you failed, they just didn't want it. Did you hear me, my beautiful friend? It's not that you failed. They just couldn't or wouldn't receive it or you. And it is not your fault in any way, really. Truth promise. It's not their fault either. They just had their fixed points of view already in place. When he's saying like they already have their fixed points of view, it's like they already have their basis already solidified. So how many bases did you took from your parents when you were born? Everything that is. Will you destroy into all that, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, collision, boys, povats, bases, creations, and beyonds. It's not that they are wrong or bad, it's just that they were willing to choose what they were willing to choose. They were doing the best they could with the tools they had. Some of them had such woefully inadequate tools. We are so cute and not so bright. So what do we do to try to change it? It seems like one thing we most often do is to take the parents that love us the least and create a relationship with someone that is just like that. Apparently, if we figured that, if we can change the person, then we can finally heal what we couldn't heal in the parent who didn't love us as much as we hoped for. Then finally, we might be able to come out of the judgment that we are a failure. Think finally we might be able to come out of the judgment of us because we are for sure that this failure of ours must be the source of the wrongness of us that we perceived our whole life. So everywhere that you have concluded you as a failure because you could not make your parents happy or joyful, will you not destroy for all the times of our children? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, only shots, boys, poets, bases, creations, and beyonds. And can you just tap into the space key? What would it be like if you let go of the wrongness of you, which you have decided in your childhood? I am wrong, or I am a failure. If you let go of that judgment, what potency can you claim, own, and acknowledge for yourself? Everything that doesn't allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive, that will you destroy for all the times of God's alien, please. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, college, boys, poets, bases, creations, and beyonds. What if none of that were true? What if it wasn't your mission to heal your parents? What if there is absolutely nothing wrong with you? What if there is absolutely nothing wrong with you? Or then, what if that nagging feeling of wrongness were from something else entirely? If this applies to you, at what age did you decide you were a failure? What shows up? At what age did you decide you were a failure? 2, 4, 6, second day after the birth, or second day after conception. So at whatever age you decided you were a failure because your parents refused to see the gift that you are, would you be willing to give all that up now, destroy and create it, and claim, own, and acknowledge that you are the gift you came to be, even if you don't know that what it is? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online shots, boys, formats, bases, creations, and beyond. So, what would it take for you to claim, own, and acknowledge that you are a gift? That is true. Every one of us is a gift. So let me go with the questions. Yes, Pooja, you go on first.
Hi, Monica. So my question is, in a certain situation, like everybody reacts or respond, agree or align to their own judgments and own agendas. So what if our reaction is different from others, and how we can create the harmonizing factor so that the things will no go haywire?
So it's like everywhere you have decided or concluded that giving up you would create the harmonization factor.
Yes,
You're destroying all that, please.
yes,
How much are you doing that already?
most of the time in my life.
Yes. So everything that doesn't allow you to be you in every situation, every moment of every day will you destroy all the time. It's about silly.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, college, boys, poets, bases, creations, and beyond. So, whose basis are you living by? Truth. It's like you have to give up you in order to create that harmony between the family members in the family. Whose basis? Truth.
My parents?
Everything that is, will you destroy all that, please?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, college, boys, poets, bases, creations, and beyonds.
Very heavy now.
I know discipline is that. And what do I know about this? See, it's just so interesting. When you're being you, it's easier, much more easier, rather than giving up yourself to create that harmony which you are asking for.
Yes.
Is it lighter now? Right, wrong,
Better.
college, boys, poets, basis, creation, and beyond. Whose structures, whose basis, pocket pot. Whose structures, whose basis, pocket pot. Yeah?
Okay. Whose structure, whose basis, pod and POC.
Yes.
So when we say pod and POC, we don't have to use this creation and basis.
See, it's entirely your choice. You can also do the entire clearing statement, or sometimes you can use the pocket or whatever is lighter for you.
Right.
Hmm?
So my heart is actually feeling very lighter. Thank you. Thank you.
So, yes, Usha?
Yeah, Monica, just now you said that the in the book it is written about that it is on us, right? But if the parents are wrong in that way, so the blame. No, I mean to say when we are saying that we are blaming ourselves, it is the blame, the judgment that we put on ourselves. It's not light for us, right?
So, we are putting a wrongness or we are concluding us as a failure. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So, you couldn't make your parents happy. You couldn't heal your parents. You couldn't do that. So, you decided you were a failure, you were a wrongness. So, I asked you to let go of that wrongness. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, that point. Yeah, that point. Now, if we cannot make our parents happy, it means we are the wrongness. But what about if our parents can't make us happy?
You chose to be unhappy. See, whatever is going on, that is your creation. Nobody can make you happy. Nobody can make you sad. You can choose to be happy even if people are sad. You can choose to be unhappy even when people are happy. It's your choice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So how to clear it out, that wrongness? I'm still stuck there.
Okay. So everywhere you choose to be unhappy and you were looking for someone to blame and parents for the easy thing, will you destroying to all the times of God's children?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pop. Unleash your boys, perhaps, basis, creation, then beyond. You can also ask, what am I proving by being unhappy? Everything that is. Like, you're holding someone responsible for you being unhappy. Nobody can make you happy or unhappy. It's your choice, entirely your choice. Right, wrong, good, bad. Pot, pop, unleash your boys, perhaps, basis, creation, and beyond. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Navya.
Hi, Monica. Since you announced the gift call, I was wondering which part of my world you'll tap into and come up with a topic for that. And thank you so much. So, this wrongness bit, I was just thinking since yesterday, not coincidence at all. So, no matter how much I do, no matter like I've come a long way with what I do. No matter where I reached, it still feels not enough, not enough. Like I know there's still more to go, but that innate sense of wrongness is that is more heavy.
So my question would be, how much of that innate sense of wrongness doesn't belong to you, truth?
Oh, okay.
How much did you took from your mother when you were in the womb? Truth.
Yeah. And that too.
Everywhere you failed, like you miserably failed at healing or saving anything in your mother. Will you not destroy all the times of God's healing?
Yes, yeah.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, for college, boys, provides basis, creation, and beyond. Because as a mother, she was whatever she was going through, she didn't have the tools to like function that with these. So
Yeah.
you were not able to save or like do what you would like to do for her, make her happy. So
Yeah.
there might be something that you created, and most of it is like you picked her wrongness so that she can be relieved of her wrongness.
Wow.
Everything that is. We were destroying it all maybe she was picking up somebody else.
Yeah, her dad's.
Her.
Yeah.
And that is, we're destroying all that, return it to send with conscious attach, please.
Yes, yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, for college, boys provides basis, creation, and beyond. So whenever you are unable or like unable to clear something with these, ask how much of this is not mine, because most of it would not be yours.
Yeah. And like you always said, if it is mine, I would be able to clear it.
So yeah, see, when you will let go of this thing which is not yours, you will be able to move forward more easily, quickly. That's what I can perceive.
Yeah.
So what if you don't have to fight other people's battles anymore?
Thank you so much.
That is, yes, right, wrong, good, bad, pot, condition, boys, provides basis, creation, and beyonds.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, any more questions?
Yeah, Monica, can I ask you, like when we were conceiving, not our parents were conceiving, I mean, that time we have spoken ill or not good to our spouse about money or what, it affects our child. So, for that reason, what is the question that can clear up the, I know, the blockage or what, to have ease for us to come out of that?
See, first of all, that child also chose you as a mother. Okay. So now, if you're functioning from guilt, that is one of the distractor implants that you're functioning from. So you can clear your distractor implants. Second, what if you don't have to go into any wrongness because that child also chose you as a mother? So it's not yours to clear now. It's like whatever that person is there, you can just choose to clear your distractor implants. That's it. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
So let's see what else. So how much of your life have you created in order to validate your family's points of view about what's possible and what's not possible? That's pretty much the point of view that that's pervasive in the world. You cannot go and be any different, especially not greater than your family was. You can be little bit less than, but you cannot be greater than. You can't be freer of judgment. You can't make more money. You can't enjoy your life more than your family did, because they are the ones who taught you how to get by in this reality. Or you spend your whole life fighting and resisting any point of view your family has, proving over and over again that you're just like them, just on the other side of the coin of their reality. So, how many of your life have you spent being your dad while resisting being your dad, being your mom while resisting being your mom? Everything that is, we're destroying all that, please. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, college, and boys, provides basis, creations, and beyond. One more time. How much of your life have you spent being your dad while resisting being your dad, being your mom while resisting being your mom? Everything that brought up, will you revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, denounce, destroy, and trial the times of God's alien? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, college, and boys, provides basis, creations, and beyonds. See, what you hate, that you create. So if you resist something, you start becoming that. If you chose your parents, do you suppose you would be willing to look and see what gift you have received by picking up these two people? Ask this question. What gift have I received by choosing these people as my parents? And everything that doesn't allow you to see the gift you have received by the parents you picked up, will you just let that go now, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock. All in shorts, boys, provide spaces, creations, and beyonds. Start acknowledging that you chose them in the first place, not from the place of rightness or wrongness. Oh, I just chose them. Now what can I choose? Now what can I create? If you acknowledge what you have chosen, you can also create something greater than that, choose something greater than that. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock. All in shorts, boys, provide spaces, creations, and beyonds. Okay. Yep. Yes, woman. Moment, I can't hear you for now. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask about the relationship between my father and my brothers. Me and them, it's not very great. And I was not able to frame a question. So when he started clearing, and I was like, wow, if this was my ask, and I am already receiving it even without asking, in words, energetically, I can be that energy, that I'm receiving my awareness through this. My question here is that, there is this energy where I'm not receiving the way I should be receiving from men in my life, be it my father, be it my brother, be it my husband. The only male person I'm receiving is from my younger one, my child.
Because that younger one does not have any point for view, right?
Yeah.
So my question is, which you might have heard in many dance classes, how many lifetimes were you a man? Truth.
Many. I'm not getting a number, but yes, many.
Lifetimes were you a woman?
Very less. So even in this lifetime, at times I sense that, I function as a man in the house instead of being a lady.
So all the lifetimes that you were a man and you judged what you did as a man.
It's light, it's not heavy that, I've done something what we call as wrong to others, for me, it's very light even now.
Okay, everything that is, we'll be destroying from
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, what for coalition, boys, provides basis, creations, and beyond. All the lifetimes that you were women and you wanted to be a man.
So there is this image that is showing up, and word is burn, just burn, not burning,
Okay.
burn, and the way the skin looks after burning.
So were you burned by a man? Were you burned by a woman? Truth.
Women.
Okay, so everything that is, we know that. Right, wrong, good, bad, what for coalition, boys, provides basis, creations, and beyond.
Let's be honest.
So what is it that doesn't allow you to receive from men? What is it? Truth.
Power.
A man can have a power, a woman can't. Or a woman, if a woman has a power more than men, that is against the structure of morality.
If I use my logical mind, so yes, we have been, brought up saying that men are more powerful than females. They don't have any power
You
except in the
hated men-
house.
You hated men for their power
I do.
because you would like to have that, but you're not a man in this lifetime. So how can you be
Yeah.
a woman and how can man has a power, right? So everything that is, everywhere interestingly, being a woman, you also have a power. And power doesn't mean power over other people. So what definition of power was, what bastardization of power you're using to not be powerful are you choosing? Everything that is, we'll destroy all that, please.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, what for coalition, boys provides basis, creation, and beyond. So everywhere you decided that you will be abused by men with the power. How can you receive from men? Or you were like, that was being, or you did that to women when you were women. And you were very happy doing that.
This life,
So you
if
thought,
right now I have to
if
think
I
of,
did that, so I might go through that. If I start receiving from men, will you not destroy into all that?
yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, for college and boys provide basis, creation, and beyond. Because what you judge is what you have already done, been and done.
Yeah.
So it's like simple definitions where if I start receiving, I might be abused, for example. So how can I receive if so इसलिए receive करने से अच्छा है reject men so I could not be abused by men.
True.
Everything that is, will you distinct all that, please?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, what for coalition, boys provide spaces, creation, and beyond.
And thank you, Monica, because in this lifetime, there was an incident where I said, they can hurt me and they can burn me at the same time. It was there. And today I was thinking of it and I did not know whether I'll ask this question and this will show up.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for this.
Thank you so much for the
Thank
question.
you. Thank you.
Okay, so yes, Navya, please make it a quick one. Then I have a next call, please. Yeah.
Oh, I can wait for the next session. That's
No,
okay.
we can go for 2 minutes. Then I can go.
Yeah, so I've grown up seeing women being made wrong in relationships. So, and even with my relationship, while it was so very great and wonderful during the first years, later on, it's somewhere I think I chose to be that pattern again for myself. Now, while I know I'm creating that for myself, and that's not the case, it's not true at all. How do I like totally break out of it? Because every now and then I keep creating that for me.
Simple is all the bases creating that. I just trying to all that.
Okay.
Because the basis might not be yours, but you have made yours.
Okay.
And you're creating a reality from those bases right now.
Yeah.
Everything that is, will you destroy for that, please?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, for college or boys provides basis, creation, and beyond.
Thank you.
Okay. So thank you everyone for joining me today.
Monica, can I ask you one more question? Basis is the basic that which we had in our pattern, like that, you mean to say?
Yes, and I will be posting that on the group, please. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Thank you everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Monica.